Hey, what's up guys, this is Asher Griffin, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I interview Ryan Best from Gold, Silver, Crypto, and I think you'll find it interesting how he uses crypto to buy gold and silver. Okay, we're here with Ryan Best, the owner of Gold, Silver, Crypto here in Highland, Utah. And do you want to tell us a little bit about your business and how you got started into silver?
Absolutely. My name's Ryan, like you said, and I got involved in gold and silver when I was approached by a friend of mine who said, back in 2020, that gold and silver was the future. So I haven't been in silver for a long time, only since 2020. And he convinced me that I should invest in a minting facility. And we built a state-of-the-art minting facility in Mount Vernon, Ohio. And we distributed silver coins throughout the country for 2 years. We would do 12,000 ounces a day, and we would sell all over the country. And I sold that business in 2023. So that's how I got into the industry.
And in the name Gold, Silver, Crypto, you also do cryptocurrencies and stuff?
Okay, so for two reasons we have crypto in our name. The first reason is we hedge with crypto. A lot of times when people buy silver, if the price goes down, they lose money, right? Mm-hmm. Well, as a dealer, I don't want to lose money. Like today, when the price went from $120 yesterday to $71 today, I don't want to be in that market. Mm-hmm. So what I do is I take my hedge with a crypto. So I take a position with a cryptocurrency that goes the opposite direction of silver. So if silver wins by going up, I win by going up, and I lose on my hedge. But if silver comes down like it did today, my crypto hedge will actually make up that profit and keep me sell it. So I don't have to worry about the fluctuations in the market.
So you talked about the crash today. Do you have an idea of what caused that crash?
Wow, that's a good question. A lot of people are asking that question today. So I'll say this first of all. I don't know for sure if anybody completely knows why it was what it was, but let's go through a couple of scenarios. First of all, we had a Fed change, or we had the threatenings of a Fed change. Okay. Second thing we have is we have an overcooked market. You know, opportunists could be pushing the market down. Paper traders. Okay. I heard today, and I don't know for sure if this is true, but I heard today that Shanghai is still trading before they closed at $120. So if Shanghai and other foreign markets are still trading at that high market, that high watermark, chances are that we're going to spring right back. Okay, but you never know. You could have a crash in the Asian market when it opens. So we'll all know on Sunday night. So this morning there wasn't a shop open that was willing to sell because the price had come down so low. Mm-hmm. No one was selling this morning, but we didn't care because we were hedged.
Yeah.
So we were completely hedged. So we were open for business just like we normally would be.
What do you guys pay for silver and gold right now? Like
okay.
Back a spot. Or...
On the buy side, I'm charging about $2 a buffalo, and up to about $7 on an eagle. And then on this flip side, when I buy back, I'm buying back at like 7 to 10. 7
to 10 under?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So, nice for who? Nice. It's tough. It's a tough market. I mean, I'll give you a perspective. We were at -3 4 weeks ago. -3. And now we're at -10.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You said like a lot of people are refusing to buy silver from the public right now. How come you are still buying it?
Great question. Because of that hedge that I told you about. Mm-hmm. See, what the hedge does for me is it keeps me market neutral. I don't care if it goes up or it doesn't. I don't care if it goes down. But the reason why I can do that is because of the crypto hedge.
About how much volume of gold and silver do you buy and sell?
So I'm completely selling out, and I'm buying as much as I can every single day.
How much did you buy and sell today?
We bought on this crazy market?
Yeah.
This morning I woke up, I bought a monster box. First thing I did is I bought a monster box. Then I took on some buffaloes. I bought some gold. I bought 14 buffaloes, gold buffaloes this morning. Gold was a little bit easier for me because there was such a pullback on gold, and people were still willing to take my premium back. And so the gold was refreshing, but it's expensive. But I don't usually get gold as cheap as I got it today. So that was good.
And have you sold any of it like today already?
Well, see, today was interesting because everybody wanted to buy.
Yeah.
I had people calling me all day long. Hey, so-and-so won't sell. Will you sell? Yeah, I'll sell. So we sold about half of what we bought in. today.
So when the silver, just like earlier this week, was above $100, were more people buying or selling it when it got that high?
Selling.
More people are selling.
Yeah, they were selling, and they were selling in almost a frenzy.
Oh,
Absolutely, just extremely excited to get rid of their metal. But they were like that at 50. They were like that at 75, and now they're like that at 100 and 120.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what, I predict something. Next week, if the market rebounds, there's going to be even a higher frenzy of sellers, because they're going to be saying to themselves, I don't want to lose out. I think it might drop. I'm going to sell now. Because there was a lot of people that were just kind of getting greedy. They just, let's see how far this can go.
Yeah. So when it hit $120 per ounce yesterday, how much back of spot were you paying for silver?
I was about $112 an ounce.
So like $8.
$8 back of spot. Yep.
So all that silver that you bought yesterday at $112 per ounce, how did you not get crushed by that?
Perfect question. So I have an application. I can show it to you if you, but it's an application on my phone where we do all of our orders on. And so every time I buy or every time I sell, I instantaneously buy crypto or sell crypto. So yesterday I sold a whole bunch of silver crypto. And what that did is it made me a bunch of money overnight. Okay, but I lost all of the money on that silver I bought yesterday. But I made all of the money last night on the silver hedge that I took.
So what crypto did you buy?
We bought STBLS. It's a crypto that actually follows gold and silver 1 for 1. So if silver crashes, it crashes. If silver goes up, it goes up with silver. It goes up and down with silver, exactly 1 for 1. So we don't say no to anyone. So yesterday we didn't say no to anyone. We didn't say no to anyone today. Okay, but last night and every single trade I made yesterday, when I press to send the invoice, when I press to send the receipt, it automatically buys or sells my cryptocurrency. So yesterday we bought a lot of metal because everybody was selling at 120. But I instantaneously sold. I bet that the market was going to fall at the exact same time. So that when I woke up this morning, I had a huge number in that account. I had made a lot of money overnight. But I lost all of that same amount on the depreciation of the metal. It's important to remember there's two sides to this. So when I bet that the market last night was going to go down, okay, today when I sold, I released that hedge. Okay, so what happened was the market went down and I made a bunch of money. Okay, but I lost a bunch of money on the metal that I sold, and I sold it today at a loss. When I sold it today at a loss, I exited that position and took that profit back, bringing me back to right where I started. I've got buyers and sellers on the crypto side, and I've got buyers and sellers on the physical side, and I just put them together.
You always have sellers.
I just put them together.
You couldn't keep doing what you're doing.
Right, and I always make sure that I'm always just focused on one thing: my premium above or my premium below. And then I take that profit each and every day and I say, look, this is how much money I made today. And I even eyeball. I'm not as good as an accountant, but I eyeball every day what I make. I'm like, okay, I made this much money. And the reason why I can do that is because I can see how much I bought, I can see how much I sold, and I can see the difference between the two. And my hedge account, my cryptocurrency account is always raising or is always going up or going down. And then I take my profitability over here, I exit out of this, and they wash each other out, and there's my profit. That's what I make.
Nice.
Because the market's been surging. It went from $20, well, it went from respectively $30 24 months ago to $120 yesterday. Okay, during that whole time, I'm hedging. You know what I wish I would have done? Not hedged a single time. But guess what I love today? Today was my hedge. Today was redemption. Today was redemption. Because it went from 120 to $70. That's a $50 move in one day. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Wanted to see if I get a deal on a couple of Silver Eagle.
There's not a dealer in the market right now selling for less than 105. Good luck finding it.
No, that's fair.
No, I know. But the thing is, I'm not trying to sell you either. I'm just saying, come back Monday, because I bet you on Monday we'll know if we need to reassess or not. We'll know.
Yeah. No, that's good. I didn't know what it would be, and I thought, if I
go find out.
If I can get a deal today, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
but that wasn't the deal I wanted.
Thanks for coming in. I appreciate
see you guys
it.
later.
I always enjoy seeing you.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Take care.
Thank you.
So, what does your average customer look like?
The average customer is a stacker. It's a person who's been buying silver for a long time. They know the market. They know what spot is. They know what spreads are. They know what premiums are. They know when I'm buying. They know, just like that gentleman who just walked in.
Yeah.
So they're pretty educated. I would say 20% of my people are new, people that are new to the industry, and then I'd say the other 30% are like inheritance and hobbyists and people that are just interested. So that's what the breakdown is. But the majority of people are stackers. They're people who have bought gold and silver for a long time, and I think this is the reason why, Ash. This is not the silver, the silver kid. There's no silver kids. There's nobody like you. So it's a new breed. There's a new interest in silver, but that hadn't happened for years and years and years. So my customers are the people that have been doing this forever.
So what is the size of your average transaction?
Average transactions probably, I don't know. I could ask that question. We have a lot of small ones. $3,000, $4,000, and then we get a lot of big ones. We get a lot of $50,000 to $100,000 deals.
Wow. With you being into silver, have you been able to get any of your kids into silver, like interested?
Okay, 2 of my kids are interested. My littlest one, she calls it treasure. She goes, did you bring home some treasure? So she's into it, but she's only 6 years old. Yeah. Then my oldest son, he's actually in the business with me. I'm teaching it to him. Oh, nice. Like we're in the space together. So he's kind of learning and is he convinced? He's absolutely convinced that silver is the future. I even pay him in silver. Okay,
so if I was going to buy a 10-ounce bar of silver right now, how much would you sell that for right now?
A 10-ounce bar of silver right now would come at probably a premium of plus $3 to $6, depending on the type of bar you bought.
So the other day you were selling them for 3 below spot, so that deal's gone because silver has gone down a lot.
Well, so what has happened is the volatility has caused that the spreads. See, this is important. I charge what I can. I'm not an opportunist. I don't take advantage of people, but I charge what I can. A couple of days ago, I was only able to get -3 for friends and family, right? I was getting it at -6, and so I was willing to sell it at -3. You follow me?
Yeah.
But today I'm not getting it for that much, or I'm getting it for more, but then the volatility of the market keeps me from being able to, without risk, take on that position. But how do I do it? I don't take on any risk. So what I do, this is kind of hard, I follow the market. So if I can get -8 and +3, I get $11 spread. If I can get +6 and -10, I got a $16 spread. Yeah. That sounds like I'm ripping people off, doesn't it? Well, I take my hedge, and then I take what the market gives me. So I put on my hedge so that I don't have to worry about any risk. And then if the market says charge $3 over, I charge $3 over. If the market says charge $10 under, when you buy back, I take it back at $10 under. Okay. So the other day when the deal was -3, it was because when you called me, I had self-interest in selling you at a -3 because I had bought it back less than -3.
Yeah. For any new stackers, people getting into the silver game right now, what would be some advice that you would give to someone new?
Watch out for what I just said. The premiums are the key. So you can't save money in gold and silver. You can save premiums in gold and silver. So I would say to a new person, that's where you need to be careful. You need to understand the premiums. If you're getting into the gold and silver market, so all your profits are gobbled up in premiums. If I just gave you spot prices and you sold back to me at spot prices, your gains or your losses would be exactly what the market was giving. But because of the premiums, some people are charging 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% premiums. So that means you got to get above a 10% threshold before you make any money. So to a new dude getting into the industry, I would say learn and understand premiums and try to reduce those as much as possible without being a pain in your coin dealer's ass.
Yeah.
I take back right now the least amount on junk silver. So I pay the least amount on junk silver and I charge the least amount on junk silver. So today I sold some junk silver at spot. Those gentlemen from Heber, they wanted junk silver and we sold them a bunch of Franklins. But I sold them at spot. Well, I didn't sell anything at spot today except for those. So I charge less, but I pay less.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is going to be bullion. like your generic bullion, your tarnished bullion,
Yeah.
your the stuff that just, I call it janky silver. It's just kind of silver that doesn't look that good. That's the next. And then above that, you got your bullion that is clean and like your buffaloes, your walking liberties, or just your generic rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
And then above that, I got my sovereign stuff. Comes from the U.S. Mint, the Canadian Mint, all over the world. Yeah, stuff with a date on it that has a tender.
So do you keep a inventory of silver on hand?
I try not to.
Try not to.
Yeah, if you look at my office, I have no display cases. Okay, so we don't try to hold inventory. When I take on I don't store it. I don't let it sit in a vault somewhere. When we take it in, we immediately transport it and we immediately sell it. So we immediately sell it either on the wholesale market or the retail market, the local retail market, or we sell it with our traders that we have on the cryptocurrency. So the retail market would be people that just come in off the street, people that come in, like that gentleman who just came in. That would be the retail market. Okay, the wholesale market is where because remember I told you I got into the industry in 2020. Well, when I was in the industry, I learned all of the vendors. I learned where they all are. Okay, and I got a bunch of buyers because I was selling everywhere in the country. Okay, so I have my buyers and my buyers and my sellers, and I just shoot out a message and let them know, hey, look, I've got this. If you want it, let me know. And every single day, I'm shipping outside of the state of Utah for most of the product that I buy.
All the local coin shops, they're having problems with refiners and stuff, so they can't like turn over silver as quick. But you have like a steady stream of people ready to buy and stuff.
Yep, and that's why I never turn people away.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have always have a buyer and I always have a seller. Or if I don't have a buyer and seller, what do I have?
Yeah.
My cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Okay, so that cryptocurrency, if I don't have a buyer and seller, do I care?
No.
Do I care forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to make money.
Yeah.
So I want to turn that inventory over. But I'm not in any hurry. I'm not in any, I do hurry because hurry is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Getting your money to make money is the name of the game. But I don't worry about risk. I don't worry about fluctuations in the market. Mm-hmm. And so if I have 1,000 ounces that comes in off the street and I don't have an instantaneous buyer, what do? I sell my crypto.
Yeah, you sell it. Yeah.
I sell the crypto.
Yep. And do you have your own deep stack, like you stack silver and
I do.
you hoard it?
I have a vaulted in Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming.
What price would silver have to hit for you to sell from your deep stack?
I'll be honest with you, I sold some from my deep stack at 82.
Oh.
So I took profit at 82. And you know what? Some people maybe fault me for that, but I don't care. I think that there was plenty of return. There was a time for take kind of some money off the table, and I did that at 82.
What price did you first get into silver at?
I was buying silver at $18.
That's when you
Back,
first got in.
well, that was during that process of buying silver. We bought silver every single day from the big boys. Mm-hmm. And I remember buying silver at $18.
Where do you think the silver price can go in 2026? Yeah.
I don't even care.
What's the best way for people to reach you? Like, do you have a website? Do you have a phone number?
Absolutely. You can reach me anytime on our social media, but the best place to get a hold of us is just on our website, where you can find all the information, set up appointments. We'd like to do white glove. I didn't tell you about this, but we will go to people's homes. So we'll sit down, we'll consult them in their homes, we'll help them understand gold and silver, and we'll do kind of a white glove, kind of a white glove service where we'll kind of deliver, come and buy, help assist, and make decisions on precious metals. But you can reach us anytime on our website on goldsilvercrypto.com. I have no trouble whatsoever working with somebody in any part of the country.
Like even in Alaska?
We're good at logistics. That's what we grew up doing.
If you want to find out more about Ryan's company, you can check him out on his website, goldsilvercrypto.com. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time.